Like normally I wouldn't buy some stuff off a random guy in a parking lot, but I literally had just thought I need cruiser wheels, and this dude just popped out of nowhere, and it was like 10 bucks. I'm like, all right, so I have no idea where he got them. Maybe I don't want to know, but anyway, so that's how these came about. What's up everyone? Mike Piwowar here, and today we are gonna go through my trunk. So first things first, we gotta have the board, right? Right now I'm skating a blind board, 8.25. Got the J. Collardi Pro model. I believe it's 14 1/4 wheelbase. Been messing with concave a bit lately. Right now I'm skating medium. Yeah, I like a good concave board because you can kind of grab more on certain flip tricks, like a tray flip, you know? But then I randomly had a conversation with PJ Ladd, and he really likes flat boards, and I was like, well, he probably knows what he's talking about. So I started trying flat boards and kind of started liking them. Because another thing too is like when you're landing, like let's say you're skating a big set, and you got like steep concave, like what's that doing to your feet, you know? So I'm kind of like, shoot, maybe I should be skating flatter boards. I don't know, that's what he said. So I'm like, all right, so we got the cruiser board here. It's the blind board, and we got the Mickey Pro model. Could use maybe another sheet of grip. It's kind of getting old. So these wheels, I had a cruiser board, and I had some different wheels. They're getting kind of old, and I was like, damn, I could really use some new cruiser wheels. And I was just walking around in a parking lot one day with my board, and some random guy comes up to me with these cruiser wheels. He's like, hey man, like, want to buy some cruiser wheels? 10 bucks? And I was like, whoa. Like normally I wouldn't buy some stuff off a random guy in a parking lot, but I literally had just thought I need cruiser wheels. And this dude just popped out of nowhere, and it was like 10 bucks. I'm like, all right, so I have no idea where he got them. Maybe I don't want to know, but anyway, so that's how these came about. That was like 5 years ago. They're still going. So I always make sure that I have a backup board, and it's the same exact shape, you know, just different graphic, but same thing, 8.25, medium concave, steep kick. If I snap a board mid-sesh, I want to have another board that's real similar, right? I don't want to be changing too much stuff up. So this one's used, but it's still in pretty good shape. So we're on a street mission right now, and I just wanted to have a fresh board for the street mission. But if it were like a Tuesday, I would have just kept skating this, but it's Sunday, and I was like, all right, well, you know, this one's still got some life, so I'll probably go back to it. But for now, it's a backup board. So we also got, you know, the backpack, obviously. Got to have everything in here. I got the silver tool, so this is my favorite. Definitely the fave. Got the ratchet functionality, you know, so high tech right there. Also got the wax in this pocket right here. Always got to go with the golf wax. It's the best wax. I mean, I feel like every skater knows. Comes in a rectangle. It's cheap. It's just there's no sense or anything weird to like, you know, make it slide different or anything. So no color. So
no death wish on the
ledge. No death wish on the ledge. Yeah, we got to have the water bottle for sure. Got the Highland Peak bottle. And we also, I guess this isn't technically in the trunk, but we also got the backup gallon. Gotta have the gallon at all times. Actually, this was once a sangria. But I gotta have the backup gallon at all times. Deep in the abyss of the skate bag here, we've got this pencil case thing where I keep all kinds of spare parts. So in here, we got everything from bushings, washers, axle nuts, hardware, bearings. We even got a rethreader in here with the bushing stuck in it. So this all started back in the day when I would take the bus around to skate parks. And I just remember this one memory so clearly. I took the bus to the skate park. I only had about 2 hours to skate that day. And I get there. Took about 45 minutes to get there, and I was so hyped to skate, and within 10 minutes my bearing broke. And I was so mad because if I took the bus back home, 45 minutes, fixed my bearing, bus back, it would have been dark. And I was like, dude, are you serious? A freaking bearing? And so I was like, that's it. This is never happening again. So this is when this started. So I got spare bearings, like everything you could need if something goes wrong, and even a rethreader, because if you bust a bearing and you have a spare bearing, and you take your axle nut off, and then you can't get your axle nut back on, sesh still ruined. So I even have a rethreader. Funny actually that we're filming this, because I literally used this morning. I don't use it that often. I use it probably like once every couple years, but I have two of these things. I have an axle rethreader and a kingpin rethreader. So today I was actually putting new wheels on, and my trucks are fine, but I couldn't get one of my wheels back on, so I had to rethread. This thing came in handy literally this morning, so that's crazy. You might notice this thing. We got the leaf blower. That was a Christmas gift from my dad. Shout out Dad. Probably like 3 years ago. That thing was not cheap either. I think it was like 300 bucks or something. But yeah, my dad just like hooked it up, and I was so hyped. It's like powerful, and it's like, you know, obviously battery power, so I don't have to like plug it in or anything. And I'm just like, dude, total game changer. So always keep that thing with me. We've got the push broom. This is another one, another reason why the hatchback is nice, because this thing is pretty long, so this probably wouldn't fit in like a normal trunk, but for, you know, a couple pebbles or maybe some puddles, we got the push broom when the leaf blower is not necessary. It's also got a squeegee on this side, so you can squeegee some puddles and get rid of some small debris, or maybe some sticky debris if you got some figs that fell and the leaf blower won't do it. So we got it all, dude. Let's not forget the lunch. So we've got the cooler right here, and I keep a packed lunch in here. I just actually ate it, so it's empty now. And so in this corner right here, got to make use of every corner here. We've got the Bondo, and of course, you know, with that is all the stuff, the trowel. Actually, we've got two Bondos. We got a little one and a big one here. So all the trowels and whatnot. Never know when a spot might need a little fixing up, you know? So it's called the no excuses trunk. So way at the bottom here, we got a curb ramp. Oh man, this flat bar's kind of heavy, but I've gotten so many clips thanks to this thing. Just lean it up against the curb, you know? It's funny, I'll find spots that have been there for 20 years, and I'm like, how come no one skates this? Because the curb ramps weren't a thing back then, you know? So like, this thing opens up like new possibilities, so definitely grateful for this thing. This is actually made by OC Ramps, so shout out Tyler for hooking it up. So, solid thing right here. Actually, you'll notice mine's a little bent. One time my homie got locked in a parking lot at the local park and had to drive over a curb to get out. And I was like, oh dude, just drive over my curb ramp, it'll be fine, this thing's solid. And he drove an SUV up it and it bent it. So it's good for skateboards, not for cars. Don't let your homie drive on it, but it still works. So right here, we got the S Swift 1.5. So this is one of my favorite shoes by S. Just a classic, you know, nothing too fancy. I mean, these are pretty used at this point, but just, you know, black and white, and great grip, great flick, and this is probably my favorite. There's a lot of ones I like, but this one just has the most, I don't know, grip and reliability and everything. So I find myself going back to this one a lot. But that's what I'm skating right now. I also like the Quattro a lot, but I don't have them with me. Yeah, these are kind of at the end of their cycle. I almost wish I, you know, brought a fresh pair for this. And last but not least, we got the flat bar, custom flat bar. Shout out Mike Robke for this one. And this thing is 8 feet long, and it just clears by about 3 or 4 inches in the front there. So the hatchback life, you know, is working. I don't keep this in my car all the time. It's just in here right now, but this is a lower set of legs. I feel like a lot of parks have flat bars, but if I like want to learn something new and like just kind of mess with some tech stuff, like I just put on the low setting and just goof around. It's really fun. Should I do like, you know, like a crook or something too, or just to? Yeah, okay. How about like a back lip or something? Or back tail even? Didn't wax the side yet. That was fun. You know, so I got invited to try out for the Olympics with Team USA, and so I was traveling the world, going to like Rome, Switzerland, you know, all over the world, Tokyo, and I was, you know, obviously everyone there was really good, and so I started strategizing more and more, and I was like, dude, I really got to focus on kind of like my 9 club tricks, right, my 9 club runs, and I was like, well, I really need like the right tools, and so I was like, I want to have that mini flat bar back when I was young, because my parents got me, when I was young, the mini flat bar, you know, with a whole different intention, right? We had the low setting and the high setting. Just because I was little, I didn't have as much pop, right? So I was like, I want the low one and I want the high one. So it's kind of funny that it came full circle now that I'm like fully grown, I'm getting this low flat bar again, because I'm like, dude, this is the perfect learning tool, you know, to just learn like some 9 club trick or something. It's nice to have something that's like basically curb height to just start on, you know? I feel like none of the parks really have like that curb height thing, you know? So I wanted to just have that, you know, in my back pocket. I mean, literally in my trunk. We got it all. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.